Hello, my friends. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Finally Talk. I'm Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck, and I really appreciate the opportunity to be here with you today. If you're just joining for the first time, this is my second episode of Let's Finally Talk. And this is all based upon the fact that I've got a number of channels that are Dr. Jacqueline, and I've never actually spoken to the people who are following me as Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck. I certainly am speaking to people under USA Global TV and radio, but we have our own community here, don't we, at Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck? So whether you are following me on YouTube or LinkedIn or Instagram or Facebook, this is going to be a regular occurrence where I'm here in my home. I'm not sitting in a studio. I don't have any fake background up. I'm just here in my home, just chatting with you. And today I wanted to talk to you about something that's a little bit more personal. So I am 62 years of age. I've been single for a very long time, and I've spent most of my time working on my career. And I decided to put myself out there to look at doing something that was an evolution of what I've been doing. And so I want to just share that it's exciting and it's also humbling, but I was recently, as of today, accepted into the Wharton Executive Leadership Program for Chief Strategy Officer. So this is a program that I will be doing with cohorts from around the world who've also been accepted into the program, and it's 9 months long. And when I was filling out the application, there was a question about, are you doing this because it's a prestigious university, or are you doing this because of the opportunities to network, or are you doing it to grow your business? And there was another option. And I chose to put the truth, which is to grow my business. Am I thrilled to be able to go to Wharton? Am I thrilled to be able to meet people from all over the world who are also attending Wharton? I absolutely am. But first and foremost, I'm really grateful to be able to have these opportunities to grow both of my businesses. And as I grow my businesses, the people who are with me will also grow as well. So I also do a lot of coaching individuals as well as groups, and I'll be able to pass on the information that I'm learning as a result of this program. So I want to share just a quick slide of what I received. So this is from the Wharton, if you're not familiar with it, it's the Business School for University of Pennsylvania. Executive Education. Dear Dr. Jacqueline, we are pleased to confirm your admission to Chief Strategy Officer program starting 18 December 2025. Congratulations on taking the next step to inspire transformational changes in career and within your organization. And the reason I'm reading this is because people can not only watch this, they can also listen to it. So if you're listening on a podcast platform, then you'll know what we're talking about. So getting into this program really means a lot to me. And of course, when I received the news, I was by myself, and I actually shed a few tears because it's sort of a dream come true for a number of personal reasons. And I've always been about continuing my education. So some people might think, oh, at 62, why would you be enrolling into another educational program? But for me, I feel like being a lifelong learner is really important, and that makes a difference to me. So if you're judging me because I'm doing this, that's okay. Let yourself do whatever it is you're going to do. I'm going to let you do what you're going to do and think what you will. But I want to inspire people all over the world that it doesn't matter what your age is, that if you are passionate about doing something, go for it. And I was recently reading some articles about what successful people do and what are the behavior traits. And one of them really resonated with me, and that was make a decision. And regardless of how that decision works out, make it work for you. Too many times we are in a place of not making decisions. We just can't decide what to do. So instead, we don't do anything. And of course, there is an expression, when you don't know what to do, don't do anything. But in business, you have to make decisions. And so for me, when I applied to the Wharton School, I thought to myself, because of my age, I might not get in. Of course, they're not going to tell me that. But because I'm a woman, because I'm white, because I'm in the US, all these things I thought of, maybe I'm not going to get in. So then I got in. And when I got the news today, I thought, oh my gosh, am I actually worthy to do this program? And then, should I really be spending this kind of money to do the program? So all these things went into my head. But the way that I am, and pretty much the way I've always been, is I make a decision and I move forward. So I believe that I applied to this program for a reason. I got accepted for a reason, and I'm meant to do it. And everything else will fall in place. Now, that's not easy for some people to do. That's not easy for some people to make a decision like that, because typically we second guess ourselves. We are concerned about the future. And for example, just using this program, it's 9 months. And obviously, I'm going to be running my businesses and I'll be doing this at night and on the weekends. So there's sacrifices that are involved. And when it comes to making sacrifices, that's a choice that we each can make. We can set a boundary and say, you know what, I feel that making the sacrifice is a good idea for myself, or I don't think it's a good idea for myself. So whatever it is you choose, just stick with it and make it work for you. I feel that growth doesn't stop at a certain age. So, with the information that I'll get from this program, I'm going to mentor and pass it on to the people who are in my coaching programs. I'm going to pass it on to the people who are in my team. So, it's kind of the information that just keeps giving and giving. And I feel really grateful to be in the situation where I followed my intuition. I really did pray that I got into the program. And now that I'm in it, I have some concerns. It is a large amount of money, but I do know that that money will come back to me again and again and again in so many ways. So one of the things I want to leave you with today, when we're just talking about following your intuition, is there might be something that you really want to do and something's holding you back. And because it's holding you back, it could be causing you anxiety. You could be looking at things and having regrets. I regret I didn't do that. I regret I did do that. If I had, if you look at a flow chart, well, you don't know. You can't go backwards and say, if I had done that, then this. Or if this hadn't happened and I didn't do that, then this. We can't know what the outcome would be. What we do know is that you get to make choices, I get to make choices, and we need to feel comfortable moving forward. So when the opportunity to apply to Wharton was presented to me, I did it. And I did have doubts, as I mentioned, because of my age, but I thought to myself, I really want this, and I believe I'm meant to have this because I believe I will be able to contribute as well as to receive. So it's a give and it's a take, but there's work. And that's where the journey really lies. Many times we don't want to do the work. I personally would not want a certificate of completion if I didn't do the work. When I graduated with my doctorate in 2011, that was probably, I'm getting teary, that was probably one of the greatest days of my life. To have spent 6 years working for something while I'm working full-time and part-time and doing these courses at nights and weekends for 6 years. So when I walked across that stage and I got hooded, that's what they call it, there's no way I could describe it. It was literally priceless. And I believe it was Tom Brokaw gave the speech. He gave the commentary speech for those of us who were walking across the stage. And it meant so much. And I'll never forget it. It was $125,000. And when I got that incredible moment and that diploma, I was then Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck. But yet where I worked, they wouldn't call me Dr. Kerbeck. They wouldn't call me Dr. Jacqueline. They told me, you're either an academic or you're a salesperson. And so it's amazing to me that when I started in television/radio, people call me Dr. Jacqueline. And you can see here my necklace, Dr. Jacqueline. I actually had it trademarked. It's copyrighted. So I have Dr. Jacqueline is my name. And I think of myself as Dr. Jacqueline because I spent 6 years and countless hours and $125,000 working for that Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck title. And who knew that I was going to be able to build a network, media network around Dr. Jacqueline? Because if you don't know, first we were rapping with Dr. Jacqueline. And now we've evolved to USA Global TV and radio, which is incredible. But the whole point was, had I never gone for the doctorate, had I never followed through, because people dropped out, it's a tough road. People dropped out. I stayed the course. I graduated. I walked across the stage. And then when I knew my time in corporate was coming to an end because it didn't suit me anymore, I had a great career, but I was always sick. I was always sick with ulcerative colitis. I was traveling around the world, staying in 5-star resorts. I mean, it was a beautiful story, but I was always ill and something wasn't right. So when I retired, I thought to myself, I'll do life coaching and I'll be Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck, the life coach. So I got my life coaching certification. And then my mother got dementia. And I moved in and took care of her for 3.5 years. So all of these things have led up to where this is today. So when the letter came that I got accepted to the Wharton program, there was no one to celebrate with. My parents have both passed away. I'm single. I live by myself. But inside here, I celebrated. And I'm celebrating here and I'm sharing it with you. You don't need anyone else to celebrate with. When you do something that you want to do, that you are passionate about, it is priceless. It doesn't matter what your family and friends think. It doesn't matter what your community or your neighbors think. You're doing something that you are so passionate about, giving back, for example. And obviously, I'm not talking about things that are undermined, that are criminal. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about being in your heart, giving back, following your intuition, and doing what it is that brings you joy is absolutely priceless. So today, what I want to leave you with is I will be coming to you and sharing my tips, my experience as often as I can while I'm running my businesses and the television network, and now traveling soon and starting this incredible program. But I want you to realize that you have a gift. Maybe you don't know yet what the gift is, but it's there. And there are people like me, there are people all around the world who are willing to help you. You just have to reach out and ask for the help. You just have to take the step to walk through the door. I'd also like to share with you that if you are following me on my YouTube page, which is Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck, and I should say YouTube channel, Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck, then we have a special opportunity for you to become one of our members. And when you become a member, you get certain opportunities that won't be presented to you otherwise. And so you can find out what they are by going to YouTube. I'm actually going to bring up our channel so that you can see it. And I'd really like for you to just take the opportunity to put yourself out there and see what else is out there for you. I am now sharing the screen for my Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck YouTube page. We're just under 37,000 subscribers. So this is where you'll find all of the content. But the content that I'm sharing here right now, this is not on my USA Global TV and radio channel. This is only on anything that's branded with Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck. So it's here on YouTube, it's on Facebook, it's on LinkedIn, it's on Instagram. And all you have to do is go here to membership. You can click here and then you can find out what the different membership types are. And if you have any comments that you want to share, I'm really happy to hear them. I'm really happy to be here for you and be very interactive. So again, this is the YouTube channel, Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck. Hopefully you were able to see that. Is that showing up on the stage here? It doesn't look like it is. Hold on one second. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, it's not showing up for some reason. Okay, but it's Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck, just so you're aware of it. And now what I want to do is I want to play a 3-minute video. This video is about a retreat that I'm going to be hosting at the Horseshoe Farm in Hendersonville, North Carolina. And I'd love to have you join. It's going to be an immersive opportunity where we're going to be hosting workshops. We're going to be communing with nature. There's incredible food. There's a wonderful spa, and it's an absolutely beautiful boutique property located in the States in North Carolina. The retreat dates are the 3rd to the 6th of June. So let's take a look. All right, let's see if this is actually here. I'm going to take my... All right, for some reason it's not playing. So I apologize for that. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I will say thank you and bid you adieu, and you'll be able to see the video of the retreat, which will be over on, here it is. Nestled in the heart of the Blue Ridge Mountains, the Horseshoe Farm has always been more than a destination. It's a living, breathing reflection of community, connection, and transformation. Once a humble family farmstead, it has evolved over the years to become a sanctuary for travelers, seekers, families, and friends alike. Originally reimagined by the Turchin family as an Airbnb property, the farm began its journey into hospitality with simple roots, welcoming guests to experience the beauty and peace of the sacred land. As word spread and the vision deepened, the property organically blossomed into a boutique resort, rooted in the values of slow living, intentional experiences, and the magic of gathering. Today, the Horseshoe Farm is a 90-acre experiential retreat that merges hospitality, wellness, and culinary excellence. It is home to the stable spa, the silo cookhouse, distinctive lodging options, and a curated calendar of events that nourish mind, body, and spirit. Our guest experience is designed to be both grounding and expansive, where the comforts of luxury meet with the simplicity of nature. At its core, the Horseshoe Farm is about transformation of land, of self, and of community. We are proud of where we've come from. We are confident in who we are today and excited for the road ahead. Hello, I'm Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck, also known as the Listening Mentor and President and Founder of USA Global TV and Radio. I had the opportunity, the pleasure of attending a retreat at the Horseshoe Farm just recently. I was so impressed with all of the opportunities that were presented to me in this glorious setting, as well as the highest level of customer service, that I've decided to put together a retreat at the Horseshoe Farm in Hendersonville, North Carolina, United States of America, June 3rd through the 6th, 2026. You can expect to have a beautiful time of relaxation combined with learning, community, collaboration. Do consider joining me in this wonderful opportunity to reconnect with yourself, with others, and with nature. For more information, email me at drjacqueline@usaglobaltv.com. Well, there you have it. There's all the information on the retreat. I hope that you found that to be of value. If you do have any questions, please do reach out, Dr. Jacqueline at usaglobaltv.com. And here is the YouTube channel I was referring to before. I think I had the video up at the same time. That's why it wasn't showing. So you can go here. You can find out about our memberships. You can subscribe to my channel. And I'd love to have you on a future episode as a guest and maybe talk about what's going on in your world. So thank you so much for watching. I'll be back again soon, probably tomorrow. And until then, I look forward to seeing you. And we're going to close out with the closeout for USA Global TV and Radio. Bye, everyone.
Thank you, viewers and listeners of USA Global TV and Radio, for joining us today. We're honoured to have your time and attention as part of our global community. At USA Global TV and Radio, we believe in the power of authentic conversations, meaningful connections, and creating a world of possibilities together. Want to be part of something bigger? Join our team of elevated listeners at usaglobaltv.com, a space where your voice matters and your ability to listen transforms relationships. Stay connected with us across all our platforms for thought-provoking discussions, expert insights, and empowering stories. Subscribe to our channels at youtube.com/c/USA Global TV. Follow us on social media and explore the endless opportunities we're creating for growth, learning, and inspiration. Together, we're not just broadcasting, we're building bridges and changing lives one conversation at a time. For inquiries, contact us at info@usaglobaltv.com. Music by Johnny Dyes. Produced by Executive Producer and Director Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck. Voiceover by Mike Porter. Creative Direction by Paul Garcia. All rights reserved. Copyright 2025. Visit usaglobaltv.com to view our full terms and conditions.